Hey everybody and welcome to Spore! This game is from 2008, and when it was first released, or before it was first released actually, there was a huge hype about this game. They did release the creature creator. I think you can actually access that from here somewhere. Whee! Right in here, creature creator, and you can create your own creature. Well, I think I have to explain a little about the game before we actually get into this, but this part was released first and everybody was completely hyped and you had to play around with this for about half a year until the game was finally released after release date was moved about 1 million times. In 2008 that was rare. Nowadays, I mean, we all know that's pretty common. If you've ever waited for an ARC patch, you know it's usually like 45 years after they announce it. Third time's removed or something. So, yeah, today that's normal. But today it's normal to have unfinished games, and all the patches that should make it into the final version of the original game will be the first DLC. So, you know, that's just how the game industry developed. So what is Spore? In Spore, you start out as a multicellular organism on one of these planets that you can pick. They don't give you any advantage or disadvantage, it's no difficulty involved, it's just the design of the planet, which comes in handy later as you progress through the different creature stages. I don't like any of these. Is that red water? I like that. Yeah, that looks cool. These are the stages. You can jump ahead a little bit if you have made creatures. How that works? Well, I'm just going to show it off and we're going to start from the beginning. And we are going to start in the cell stage. Start at the very beginning, nurture your own creation from its humble aquatic origins to its evolution as a sentient species in the epic journey of Spore into space, all the way down here. So, that's what we're going to do. We have to choose our diet, herbivores or carnivores. There are omnivores in the game, but you have to find that DNA material first to unlock that. We're gonna start out. It doesn't really matter yet, because you can change that in during gameplay. So let's start out as herbivore. Why not? Is there a theme? Yeah, I can go to my creations or those of friends. That's my brother up here. I seem to have him on my friend list still from 2008. And if I actually go my creations, it doesn't show me anything, that's great, but I think they should just, you know, show up down here. They don't, so we're just not gonna go with any theme. And we're just gonna start that. Easy, normal, hard, it doesn't really matter. Let's go normal, why not? And now you have to pick a name. So, chat, what would we like to call our planet? Go for it. Wait, the planets matter? Well, they kind of do matter later. Once you get to the actual stage where you're running around on the planet, the geography changes based on which planet you pick. My favorite stage, this one. And the one right after that. Alright, still waiting for a name. That's the typical, you know, lag between streaming and stuff popping up on video. Myconia! You know what? Why not? See? Letter recycling. The M was already there. I took it. Yeah. That way, right? Myconia. Sure, why not? Here we go. Enjoy the cutscene. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages. Nah, forget it. That planet looks awesome. I named the thing. Yeah, well, as long as you're in chat, you can name all the things. You just need to be first. Ding, 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 ding. Welcome to the Tide Pool. Throughout Spore, the choices you make impact your future. As a cell, your mission is to eat, grow, and evolve. Growth is measured in your progress bar below. So, before we hit play here, let me explain a couple of things. On stream, you will have a hard time seeing the bottom left part. Doesn't really matter. On the video, there should be no problem at all. On the right-hand side, we have our creature, our health bar, and down below here we have our creature stage, which I'm going to show you as soon as we, hit play, because if I don't hit play, I can't click anything. And down here is a bar that will fill up, and whenever it reaches one of these peaks, one of these milestones, I guess, something happens. And the stuff that will happen is the stuff that I will show you when it happens. Makes sense. Alright, so we are a herbivore. There's plant matter floating around here, which we'll have to eat. As you see, our mission is to eat. And there are, well, meat parts, I guess, around here. These are for the carnivores. There's also other creatures, as you can see over there. There's a minnow, whatever that is. There's another one. As a carnivore, you can eat those too. If they are herbivores and you're a herbivore, they don't bug you. That's all fine. If they are a carnivore, they will try to eat you. So you need to be fast, evasive, whatever. Purpose in life, eat. Yes, eat, sleep, rinse, repeat. So let's go for it. There's the progress bar. Well, if the game is explaining it for me, why am I doing it? As you will eat, you will earn DNA points. Exactly. You may spend these points on new parts to evolve your cell. That's the creature creator. Whenever we have enough points, we can add parts like eyes or another mouth or whatever. You grow larger, your world expands. Yeah. There we are. And basically it's just left click, follow the mouse. Makes it really easy. That thing just ate my stuff. There's also stuff floating around like this crystal here. We can't eat. That thing has way too many eyes. Nom nom. Nom nom. You can see there's currents in the water that will drive us towards certain areas or away from certain areas. Makes it hard to swim against, easy to swim with. And you see the bar at the bottom filling up. You can also use WASD, which is not your nowadays configuration, so when you press W it doesn't go forward, it actually goes up. There's a big one, and it has a really nasty mouth, you don't want to go there. That is a carnivore. Give me stuff. Give me more stuff. We have 11 DNA parts, that's not much. Ooh! Other threads and meteor bits are the key to finding new parts. Each part has stuff. That is a part we can pick up now. So you need to find creatures that have parts that you see on them that you don't see on yourself. And when you kill them, like the spike from that creature down there, you can pick them up. And once you have enough, well, it says up here we have a spike. It has an attack and break modifier of some sort. Once we have enough DNA, evolution points if you will, we can add parts. Each part costs a certain amount of DNA. We also have like a tutorial questing system up here. Unlock cell parts. We have found 1 out of 6. That thing doesn't have anything that we don't have. It has eyes, it has those, whatever those are, it just grew. Ugh. And it has a carnivore mouth, which we do have. We can use that if we want, because it's a basic design part. But there's nothing else here really. There's more stuff. There's way more amazing stuff than just that. Alright. We grew. And as you can see, these parts, these plant parts, will cluster together to form, well, larger clusters. Leave that alone. The smaller creatures now leave you alone. That's the same mouth I have, right? It's just 2 of them, probably. There's a really big one. That's very, very blurry, so that's probably too big to even recognize me as a organism, so leave me alone. You also leave me alone. Go somewhere else. I want all the plant parts. Ow, 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 ow. I saw that coming. Alright. Let's call a mate. You can see the call is answered from somewhere over here. No, don't. I'm not fast enough for that. And there it is. Once you get close enough, those don't bother you anymore. You're now in a sequence of sort. Now we're gonna mate. And there we have an egg. And now we need to define how a creature is going to look like. This is the cell creator. You can change modes in any creator by clicking on the mode buttons above. There will be more than just creature creators. In later stages you can design buildings and vehicles and all the things. And up here we have two modes. We have the build mode and the paint mode. And we do the build mode first. Now how does this work? Any of these items that you hover over will turn blue when you hover over them. And then you can click and drag them around. This is still one part, but since it has to be symmetrical, it's going to be dragged around the body. So we can do something like this. And then click somewhere. Then it starts moving again. Scroll wheel does this. Like, you can have big eyes or small eyes. We could also do something like that. Well, butt eye. And there are more options later during the game. If you hover over the body itself, you kind of get the spinal cord, the vertebrae or whatever, and then you can hover over the individual parts. Make them bigger or smaller. It's kind of neat. That looks like, I don't know, bacterium. Something like this. Why not? I kind of like you to be somewhere here. You, I don't like you at all. I want different eyes. That was these. And as you can see here, that's a stalk eye. It costs 5 DNA points. This also. This also. They all provide sight, so it doesn't matter which one we take. No, I want that one. Right there. That's kind of the wrong way around, I think. Okay, let's take them all off. When you take stuff off, as you could see here with the number, you get stuff back. They have 15 points. So let's do something like this, and then for the it tries to equalize to give you a nice shape. So you have to downscale the individual items, points, whatever, afterwards. So let's go. You go here. Yeah. Do we want a spike? Do we want to switch over to carnivore? I think we want to switch over to carnivore for a while. And I'm going to show you once we're back in the game why we want to do that. And I'm actually going to give you 2. Ah, come on. It's not that difficult. It kind of is. Right there. Yeah, that looks weird. I like it. And we do need speed. That's our engine. Yeah, that. And I do want the spike, since we have it now. Why not? And I put that there and make that bigger. It actually does matter how big they are. If I make them this small, any other creature to touch them has to come this close. If I make them bigger, I can already reach them here, so it does matter. Same here. That is hard to pick anything up. So I'm gonna do something like that. Looks pretty pitiful. Pinocchio! Yeah, true. We also have to name our species now. Well, the planet is Myconia. So it's Minocchio. That's good. Description: super awesome species. Yeah, that's perfect. And you just click somewhere and it goes away. Now, up here we have a complexity meter. If this meter is full, then you can't add any more points. So we have 2 limitations. We have the amount of points we still have down here, which is currently 11. And we have our complexity meter. So we could go on. This costs 10. Could just say, well, do more. And then this should go up. It doesn't currently, there's just, yeah. We could add more eyes, which is just, you know, we already have sight. These provide sight, so they don't do anything for us. We have a speed of 1. We have an attack and break, which is the mouth, right? Jaw? No? Is it the spike? Yeah, attack and break, that's the spike. And we have sight. And carnivore because of, yeah, because of the jaw. Filter mouth and jaw. And you see there are parts missing over here. These we have to find. That's the remaining 5. So we're not that fast, so I'm thinking about spending the remaining points to just add some spikes over here. If we get pursued, we can defend ourselves a little bit. A little bit. That's cool. I mean, we could also take these and just put them right up the nose here. I'm not gonna do that. And see, I can't drag anymore. Out of points. I have 1 DNA point remaining, and these all cost more. Okay, color. In this stage, color is pretty easy. You have a couple templates. There are some pages here, 1 and 2, which you can pick from, and then you can select your main color. You click and hold, and then it gives you more shades. So this right here is about 50 shades of gray. Oh, yeah, I made that joke. Sorry. Now we need to pick something that looks terrifying, because we're a carnivore now. How about that beehive thing? Oh, that actually looks quite cool. And I want to be very dangerous. Yep, come on. There's a lot of pink and purple in there. I don't know if I like that. I mean, we could obviously just go and say, you know what, you're a dangerous beast, you're black. Oh wow, that actually looks quite cool. It's a little bit too black. You don't see that many shades, so let's go down a notch. I like that. What? Pink? Are you kidding me? Some nice hot pink. Well, stream says pink. We're gonna go pink. Alright, and that's all you can do. I mean, you could go back and say, oh, I want to change stuff. No, it's all good. I'm fine with it. There's an undo button here, in case you remove anything and then you sit there like, oh, I don't ever get that back attached and whatnot. Yeah, you can undo. It's all fine. Okay. Now we should be back in the world. There you go. It looks a little bit bored. Look at those eyes. Like, okay. Okay, carnivore action. Let's get the meat. Dum. Oh, you wanna go? If Spike hits Spike, it doesn't do damage. Ow, ow. If Spike hits creature, it does do damage. If creature is too small, we can just eat it. Oh, look at that. There's a different engine type of deal. Hey, you. Can I? Thank you. I want that. That is, I believe, the fastest, well, engine in the game, in this stage. And we made it. And we got it. So, technically, I want to go and mate right away. I'm gonna get some more DNA points first. Just by eating all of these. Should have made the spikes in the back larger, it seems. Come on. Nope. And we're growing again. Oh, no, 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 go away. Ow! We want that. We do want that. We want that mouth. That's the omnivore. But, as you can see, it's too big. I can't do anything. I think the spikes still do some damage. Oh look, there's one of ours. And that's not the one we want to mate with, it seems. Okay. Whew. Made it. Jet. See, it gives us a 2 speed. That gives us 1 speed. And I think you saw those as well with one of the creatures. The wings, I think they give turning speed. So you need to go, and you are very expensive. We're only missing 2 points, so I'm gonna put these away. And now I can get that one. Speed! No, we're gonna make you really, really small. Why not? And these don't do their job as I had hoped, so I'm gonna do something else. No. No. Ah, come on! I think we're kind of stuck with this. Or you know what, we just put them here. In case we get chased. And in the front we just use that one to defend us. Oh wow, that's... that just... It looks so over-proportioned when you do this. but honestly, it is the best choice. So, yeah, we're just gonna keep it as it is, and we go right back in. Oh wow, that recording looks a little bit flashy whenever I change scenes. There, that guy, you. Yeah, you. Oh, I hit it, and it hit me, and I hit that one, and I got the wings. Yoo-hoo! Fast turns and speed 1. Now, if we can add them to our existing propulsion system, we're faster, then we have fast turns and speed 2. It does not stack, it always takes the highest one. So if we already have speed 2 and we add speed 1 to that, we're obviously gonna keep speed 2. Jeez, words. There you go. I want you. See what happens.